What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Factorio, and Jesus Christ, it's been a long time since I played. I recorded like 2 weeks in advance in one playthrough, got all excited, and then things got busy at work and everything else, and so I've literally not touched the game in 2 weeks. So I'm trying to remember exactly where we left off. If I recall, we were working on green science, if I recall. Yes. So we've got the belts done. Now we need inserters. So the inserter recipe is a little bit more complicated. We need actually 2 things, whereas the belts are pretty easy because they are just one thing. The inserters they require 2 things. So we need electronic circuits and we need iron gears. Now we've got the iron gears right here, so we can use that to kind of pull down and use that. So we're going to use basically the other side of this belt, and then we only need what do you call it? Electronic circuits. So this is going to be the complicated part because we're going to basically need a tiered system. So eventually, what we're going to want to have is we're going to want to have the belt run. Well, I was thinking about having it run here, but now I'm kind of changing my mind. And the reason for that is to run here, we would need a long grabber, which is right here, the long-handed inserters. The problem with the long-handed inserter is it's going to be grabbing 2 things. And long-handed inserters, in my experience, aren't exactly the quickest of things. So we want them to be grabbing the singular, not the multiple, if that makes sense. So for us, we would rather do it the other way around. So I had planned on just taking this kind of straight down here and then spitting it out into the other side of this belt, which we could technically do with these here, because like I said, with oh dear Lord, there we go. With that, we do need that row, but we also need the electronic circuits. So what we want is we want to basically kind of keep this where it is, but we want to add a, what do you call it? Another row. There we go. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we're going to take this row and we're going to do this row kind of like this here. Are we actually dry on these, Seymour? We are. All right, so we're gonna come down here and scoop all these up. That'll make it drastically easier for us to produce. There we go. And then we'll make, I don't know, let's make a decent amount. All right, so we've got this side covered. That's the other, that's half of the recipe. But for here, we've got to make the other half of the recipe. So for the other half of the recipe, and what sucks is we're kind of doing this in reverse. Normally what I would do would be like, oh, okay, we just need to make this. Well, this requires a product already. It requires copper cables, which really aren't that bad. And then with copper cables, we make with an iron plate, we then make the circuits. Now we are going to need a lot of electronic circuits, and normally I would make them right here as well, but I believe electronic circuits are actually going to be, Jesus, what the fuck did I do here? What the hell did I do here? What the fuck? This is so hideous. Oh God. No. Okay, well, number one, we're going to break this here. And we're going to put it here. That's a little less hideous. And then I'm going to, Jesus. What was I thinking, boys? And then I guess, yeah, oh, fudge. That's why we were doing it that way. All right, hang on. Now I remember. I'm like, well, how the fuck was I doing it that way? Well, now I know. All right, so let's come down here, scoop this up so that it fixes. There we go. And so, yeah, we're gonna have to go like this, and then we can do it here. Perfect. Okay, same basic thing, but it took up one less space here. Now, I don't know how much green circuits we're gonna need, honestly. But this is gonna be our green circuits setup, and we've got one circle between, or one path between 2. Where is it? Need an up down. Let that push through. There we go. All right. Boom, boom. And then we'll just do it there. Reason I'm doing it here is literally just cosmetic. It's bugging me. Technically, these don't need it, do they? No. No, they do not. Perfect. Okay, so now we're equal. All right. Enough of this. Let's get into green circuits. So green circuits, eventually we want to put on the other half of this rail here. No, not on this one. On this one, we want to do the grabbers. That's right. But to get, yes. So we want to put the green circuits on this rail here, because then I'm just going to extend this down and then we'll just suck it from down here. So perfect. Okay. So we want green circuits to come right down here, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. Actually, no, we'll just extend this over and it'll let us do it, but we'll get there in a minute. I do want to go ahead and place it though, so I know what we're doing. Shit. There we go. Okay, now I know where that's coming. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Which means we're roughly going to be running somewhere right around here. So let's go ahead and look at what we need to make green circuits. Now green circuits we're going to be pulling onto this, so technically I can feed them anywhere. So let's look at the green circuits breakdown, because we're going to want to take it in chunks. So we need copper cables first, and copper cables are just copper turned into copper cables, and pretty easy at that. All right, so what do we need for these? We need advanced assembly machines. Okay, let's make 5 of these. And you can see we're literally just making the stuff we're fixing to make. But it's probably a good idea to start there. Let's double check real quick, make sure we're okay. Yeah, after this will be the last real episode we're gonna be able to do before we go and handle the biters. All right, so before we feed this in, we wanna get copper up here. Now there's a couple different ways I can go about doing it, but probably the easiest way would be to just split it right here. Now I'm basically splitting the main path, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. There we go. And then we do this. Okay, and then we do boom. Okay, perfect. And perfect. Okay, so now we have our copper plates up here. All right, so now we've got these 5 things. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we're gonna run this straight here. That's too far, isn't it? Yep. Okay. We want 1 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay. And then from here, we just want, you know what? Let's do quick grabbers. Quick grabbers, I don't know. I kind of like them. So we're gonna do 2 stacks of them. Now, as we get this finished or processed or started or whatever you want to call it, we'll be able to start making some more of these things a little bit easier. But for now, oh god, and I made 5, didn't I? Okay, I can hear you fucking OCD people reeing from here. We're gonna make 1 more. The reason I'm making 1 more is just so that it's fucking symmetrical. Because like I said, I can hear you guys screaming at me already. All right, there we go. Now, I may not, okay, let's see, assembly machine. Let's see, crafting speed 0.75. Okay, so they are faster. I was thinking, I was like, well, do I really need to make these? Because, you know, I believe these crafting machines, the only real difference is, or at least I thought, was simply just the amount of components. So like, for instance, if I click on here, these can make components that need 3 things. Now we're obviously not doing that. Reset, boom. So is it shift right? There we go. There we go. I believe these can handle 3 setups at a time, so that you can, because as you get on, things need more and more components. These can do 3, and I thought we might need 3 for our recipe, but we don't. I don't think I can place there, right? Yeah. Okay, and then we'll put you there. And then we'll just set that there. That's gonna set those up. Look at how fast those things are moving. Love it. Okay, so now that we've got those, we just need iron plates. So this part is gonna be a little tricky. So what we wanna do, and I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do it yet because I have to look at it, but we're gonna wanna run this cable right here. Okay, so this right here, we are going to want to put on one side. So we're gonna go ahead and set it up so we can see it. Let me go ahead and just run it all the way up. Really? Are you kidding me? We're just going to make 100 or so. There we go. All right. Take it all the way up. Okay. And now, again, the reason I'm doing this is just so I can see which side of the belt, because I think they put it on the far side of the belt from them. I think. I'm not 100% sure. We can find out here in just a sec. So we'll put you... Yeah, there's no reason not to just drag it over. Put that there and there. Okay. So yes, they're putting it on the far side. Which is fine, but it does make things a little tricky for us. And the reason it makes things tricky for us is we're wanting to load the other side of the belt with iron plates. So how are we going to do that? Well, there's a couple different ways. What we're going to do is, let's see. Trying to think of the freaking easiest way. Well, first off, we're going to need to set this up here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to clear this. Do a... trying to think of how much I need to do to get through here. Because that's going to be the really tricky part is... Well, no. It's not tricky at all. Okay, hang on. What we want to do is this. Like that. And then this. Like that. Like that. Okay. Then we go like this. And then I'm not sure if this is going to work. Yeah, it's definitely not working as good as I'd like. But I think it'll function. Let's make sure it's still working. Yeah, we're still good. Ooh. But we're really not. We really aren't. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because the problem I'm having right here is only the bottom tier is coming through. So that's not going to function for us. Okay, hang on. What we're going to do is rework this whole fucking thing. I'm going to leave this going for now, but we're going to get rid of the rest of it for now. Let's see. Now if I do, let's see. If we put this here, like that, I have to get rid of this and place it like this, which still works. And then I have to do one more like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we get rid of this. We go like this, like this, like this. Which then feeds into, okay, that's fine. Yes or no? Oh boy. Yeah, because this is no longer getting anything, which means I have to go like this into this, which then I can feed into this, which then feeds in perfectly. Except now I'm doing it on both sides, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so that's good. Perfect. Okay, and then we don't need this anymore. So then the thing is, we need to do, this is so fucking ratchet. We want that like that. And then break this temporarily, I think. And then we want, these guys are going to be able to keep going. I think, all right, hang on. Do we want it here? Because basically I need to get, where is it? I need to get this here. And so I need to connect one of these. I've got to get the rest of them bypassed. So I've got to get these across here. So we basically want something like boom, 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 boom. Like this one right here is not a problem. Well, actually, it kind of is because it's being stupid. Like here, break, boom, and there we go. Okay, so that's good. That's feeding into this. Perfect. And I'm trying to find a way to get these onto here without, because basically I need another splitter to split on and then off and then have range to do it. And I'm just not sure I can find a way to fucking do that because this is so fucking tight. I guess what I could do is just say screw it and run one. That's going to run into there regardless. And you can see it's backing up, which is fine. And then we do, can I get around this one here? Can. Okay. And those are going to fill up right there. And then I'm going to want to move this from here to here. Okay. And then we're going to go again. We're going to balance. Like that. And then like that. And I think that'll work. It's going to be a little ratchet, but it's not terrible. It's terrible, but it's not the worst. And this isn't going to take much off of there. The only problem with this is we're literally pulling in ginormously from an artery that doesn't really need that much. We really don't need this much stuff coming in. I don't think anyways. Oh well, is what it is. Okay, so up here we now have the, that's right, we're doing electric circuits. We now have the iron plates and we now have the copper gears. So let's build, how long does it take? It takes half a second to build one of these? Jesus, and it's gonna need a lot of copper. So we're gonna need, it's 3 to 1. 1, 2, 3. So 2 of these will maybe keep one of these going. So we're gonna make 5 and I'm not gonna use all 5 of them. We're just gonna try it with 2 right off the bat and we're gonna see how it holds and then we're gonna kind of throttle it from there. And then we have to run all this one back down here. Now, like I said, I know this is ratchet and I know some of you guys are literally, you're like, oh my God, Pyro, it's so bad, it hurts me. It hurts me. Yeah, I know, it hurts me too, but you know, this is what happens when I try and do shit on my own. Like, there's that part of me that like, it's like, no, I will not use schematics offered by other people on the internet. I will make my own shit. I don't need it. It'd be fine, you know, and you guys are like, please, for the love of God, no, use it. So yeah, is what it is. All right, so those are set up to go, and then I just need to move you down, there we go, to that, and then we're gonna go boom, boom. And then we just need to bring a power pole over here. What? No. There we go. All right. Click. And for this, we're doing that. And then shift right click, shift left click. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then we want this to come straight down. So we're gonna go right here and bring these down and we're gonna see what we end up with. So, how are we doing speed-wise? Let's see. Wait, is this a fast one? No. We don't want those garbage non-fast ones. Oh, I have fast ones, okay. There. Okay, one little pole. There we go. Okay. So how are we doing speed-wise? We'll have to keep going with this. All right, that's fine. And we're just gonna feed this right here into. I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to go about doing this. Because that feeds, I want to feed from basically 1 into 1, but I want to blend. Oh, that's right. I remember now. So we go break. Hang on. We go like this. Where'd it go? Give me that. We put it like that, and then we go break. We go like this, like that, and then you go like this. That, and then you go like this and like that. Perfect. There we are. Okay, so The question is, then can, and I need to extend this real quick so that we can actually do a good test. I'll do it like this. We'll extend it out about 100 blocks. Because I'm trying to see if the other machines can keep up with it. Looks like barely. I bet if I made one more, then it'd break. And by break, I mean just... Actually, you know what? Let's do 2 more. Fuck it. There we go. Don't argue with me, bitch. I told you what to do. I'm the foreman here, not you. There we go. And then drag you up to here. Give us 2 more. Bam, bam. Shift right click. Wait, are they not working? That'll work, and that'll work. Okay. Shit. There we go. Alright, give it a sec. Dear Lord, look at that. Huh. I'm tempted. Yeah, that is definitely struggling. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try something else. Make me 5 more. Reason I'm making 5 more is it's an input problem. I think. Did I not make 5? Hello? McFly? Okay. There we are. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We go like this. Like that. And then we go. Shit. And then we do power pole in between. There we go. Jesus, yeah, now they're not producing fast enough. But they are, because you can see right here, this one. Huh. That's fucked up. So all of these, because we're losing efficiency here, because we can't spit stuff out. That's fucked up. Which to me says that it's more efficient. Yeah, like we're getting like what, every 3rd one is getting up here? Yeah. And it's not a production issue. It's a range issue. If I were to extend this out a bit more, it would work out. But because I have them right next to each other like this, these 2 are literally worthless. Because they just don't get to work. Oh well. Is what it is. We can come back and make this a little bit more effective a little bit later on. Okay, so now that we've gotten the electronic circuits, so you can see right here, we need all 3 of these things. We want to run these on this track right here, which is going to be problematic because I need to get some of this stuff, which is already kind of packed in here, down here. So how are we going to do that? That's a good question you ask, my friend. Trying to see the easiest way to go about it. I think we're going to actually cut it from over here. Normally I would cut it. I don't like necessarily cutting it from in the front, but I think because of the issues that we're running in with everything else right now, this is probably the better way to go about it. So what we'll do is we'll do, where are they? That's all we should need. And we go like this, boom, 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 boom. There we go. Same thing with you guys. There we go. Come through here. Whoops. Save that. And there we are. Okay. So now we're pulling all this stuff down. All that stuff's gonna go all the way down here. Now this is gonna be a little different. Now the problem that we're running in over here, and I want to show you guys real quick before I fix this real fast. The problem we're running into is over here. This is not enough production because the distance between this and this is too close. So for instance, I actually can probably fix this by doing this. We're gonna try and fix this real quick. Extend this out. Yep. And then break, 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 break. Okay, just pick these up real quick. And we want to go boom, boom. Now this may not be enough distance to fix this problem. We'll see. And then the real question is, whoops. There we go. The real question is force feeding this one faster a benefit or a loss? And what I mean by that is, can one machine work fast enough? I'm sorry, can two more machines work fast enough when working that force feeding two machines fast? Does that make sense? Like, is running all four of these machines more efficient than just running one machine fast? That's basically what I'm asking. So, okay. And this is a problem too. I don't think it'll ever back up like that again. But yeah, again, still having problems with this guy here. And I don't necessarily know how to fix this. Because, I mean, by moving it down, I think it helped out a little bit. But we're still hanging with these two. So I don't know if it helped us at all. I don't know if it helped us at all. It may not have. Oh well. Okay. So now that we've got all of this set up, we want to feed the other side of this track right here with... let me make a bunch of these real quick. We're probably going to want to upgrade these here in a bit, but not quite yet. All right, so how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 of them producing, so we're going to make 5 of these. Now, that's not a fair comparison either, because these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lied, because, you know, symmetry. We're making 6 here. These produce faster than these do, so it's not a fair. It's not fair. It isn't. But life isn't fair. So, is what it is. Okay. So we're going to run this bad mamma jamma all the way down. Now, these are going to be a little tricky. There we go. Hey! There we go. Waiting on it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Please. Here. Good God. Alright, well, fuck it. It's probably good enough. Okay. Alright. So for this, I am going to want some of these, but we're also going to need some of these. So 5 is not going to be enough. We're going to need at least 6. Okay. And so we're going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we need power. So we're going to put power here, 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 here. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it does make for a problem, doesn't it? It sure does. Okay, and in that instance, we're going to just get rid of it. It shouldn't be a problem. How is this one covered? See, this one has power. Oh. So I can do that to fix it. Yes? Yes. Okay. Perfect. All right, so for this, we want to actually make the grabber. Shift click, there we go. And you can see they're all moving. Now the problem we're gonna have with this is the long grabbers are gonna be slower, but that is what it is. Okay, so for this, we have to load balance this just a bit. So what we're gonna do, I gotta figure out how we're gonna load balance it first. So like this, to that, and then we're gonna go over here, so we have some room. And we're gonna go like this, like that, and then we'll feed in. I don't think this is even gonna matter, honestly. And the reason I say that, shit, is because no, don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Reason I say I don't think this is going to matter is because we're going from 1 to 1. So I guess we'll find out here in a second. Give me another stack. Give that a moment to process. That's 1, 2, and then 3. Now the problem we're going to have here is these are going to produce faster than the others. So I can definitely fix that here in a minute. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and you can see they're planting on the right side as well till they get to here, which they then plant on the left side. And then that's going to go straight up to here. Okay, so now we have the 2 components we need. We're still not touching the baddies over here. All right, so now we have all the components we need for green science, which is going to be this and this. So we want to get green science on this track over here as well. So green science, how many red sciences do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 5 more. Granted, these are going to be superior in every way, but that's okay. All right, so that's going to be bringing down. We need to make sure we have, let's go right here. So move it up 1. And then we're going to go, we'll start, well, shit, let's just start where they started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay. It's like, I just want to make like 100. I don't want to make all of them. I just want to make 100. Okay. And then we want this to go down right here. Okay, we don't need that far down. That'll be enough. And then we want this same way. We don't have to be beyond that. Okay. All right. Now I need to run and connect this. There we go. Are you kidding me? It's like, I have all this shit. Please stop. Here. Here you go, buddy. I don't even know. Yeah, let's cancel. There we are. I was a little confused there for a moment. All right, so. Do we have, is that a blue one or, I can't tell if that's a blue one or a, yeah, it's a blue one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and we don't have enough power poles. Let's put a few more power poles in. Thankfully, those are a pretty easy make. All right, shit. 1, 2, really? It's annoying because this is like one of the few times I can't just hold the button down. I have to place them myself. Otherwise they don't go where I want them to. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just, it's fucking annoying. I guess it is a bad thing. Okay. Click. We want green science. All right. So shift and. Okay. And what we're going to do is this. Bring that down just a bit. And then we're going to take one more mixer. Jesus, that's producing slow. Put it right here. There we go. All right. Green science. Beautiful. The beautiful green science. Oh my god, the spaghetti though. It's getting ridiculous. And keep in mind, green science isn't that bad. That's just two things that require two things. You know? So this is a fair... Look at the complexity for this. Not... I mean, honestly... But I mean, this is easy. And then the complexity needed for the next tier is kind of double that. You know, because we have two... Well, we have quite a few lines, actually. So it starts to get more and more heinous the longer things go on. Now, the good news is now that we have green science over here, we should start seeing them being sucked in. Well, I guess I have to collect something that needs green science. So let's do wine as well. So there we go. Now you can see they're grabbing some of the green science as they go by. And then those are going to sporadically push down until they get to the far side here. And then just keep going. Now keep in mind, this may not actually be enough to keep everything running. So, and I'm actually thinking it's probably not, because you can see the lack here. So what I'm probably going to do is we're probably going to double the green science, because like I said, we're not making enough. Even with the blue dudes, we're not making enough. So we're going to jack green science up probably. Well, I mean, I guess we can do that now. Why not? We need 10, and then I need what? 20? Okay. This is an easy fix. Now, like I said, this may not actually... Oh, God. How many do I have left? 4? Oh, boy. How many extra is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the max I can do. Yeah. I mean, I could squeeze more in. Maybe. But it would be pretty hard. So we're going to break this. There we go. And we're basically just doing what we just did, but on a slightly, and I use the term slightly bigger setup. But I still don't think it's going to be enough. All right, there we go. Now that's going to spurt through. Okay, and then I need to, well, I just realized I'm not loading any of these, am I? All right, so 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah. I went 1 too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then same thing over here. Do we not get the greens or the blues? I thought I made plenty. Well, that's what I get for thinking, right? Same thing. And we're gonna see if this helps us any. And like I said, it may not. And what I mean by helps us, I mean it's definitely going to help us. It's going to increase productivity, but it may not be increasing productivity enough. So efficiency may still not be high enough. Okay, and then shift. There we go. Those of you guys wondering how I'm doing it: shift right click to copy, shift left click to paste. Okay, so we didn't quite double. We went from 10 to 16. 16 is definitely going to be better, but not a whole lot better. So. Oh, sorry about that, guys. This is my stream setup, and apparently Modern Day Outlaw just decided to subscribe to the stream while we're not streaming. So, thanks for that, buddy. Guess you get. I guess we'll get to find out if he watches the YouTube videos as well. But anyways, guys, that is green science. It's sloppy. It's spaghetti. It's not efficient. But I mean, that's the name of the series, right? Inefficiency at its finest. So. But the good news is we are going to be able to start utilizing these to progress, and we won't have to worry about blue science for quite a bit. And then once we get into blue science, that's further than I've ever been. So steel production is pretty much where I've always shut down. So I guess we'll see what happens from here, boys. But I do want to thank all of you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. If you do, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.